Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349.
Tonight on News 46, an accident victim dies from her injuries. An Act of Kindness Award is presented. And we conclude our series on Spring Mountain Motorsports. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Monday, January 12th, 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. More than 40 world leaders joined at least 2 million people on the Paris streets Sunday for a unity march that became France's biggest ever public demonstration following the attacks that killed 12 people at the Charlie Hebdo magazine. The White House noted that it was represented by the U.S. ambassador to France and our Assistant Secretary of State. President Barack Obama personally visited the French embassy in Washington last week to offer his support. Obama spoke about the Paris attacks on Friday, saying he wants the people of France to know the United States stands with you today and stands with you tomorrow. The White House also announced Sunday that it will host a February 18th summit aimed at countering violent extremism. According to Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Loy Hickson, the female driver that allegedly caused a 3-vehicle accident last week on Highway 160 in Calvada has died as a result of her injuries. Alcohol is suspected as a factor in the Wednesday night head-on collision. The deceased female driver has been identified as 57-year-old Julia Shoup from Pahrump. A federal appeals court has denied a request for a rehearing on its decision to overturn Nevada's ban on same-sex marriage. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, in an order dated Friday, stated one judge on the court was unable to convince enough of his colleagues to rehear the case. The ruling applies to same-sex marriage bans in both Nevada and Idaho. The Nevada Coalition for the Protection of Marriage now could file a petition with the U.S. Supreme Court for a hearing. A 3-judge panel of the appellate court struck down the same-sex marriage bans in both states in October. Jeweler Tiffany & Company for the first time is featuring a gay couple in an ad campaign. The new Will You campaign features 7 scenes of couples. The one that is getting wide attention shows a couple who are together in real life sitting on a stoop in New York City. The 178-year-old jeweler says this is its first ad to depict a same-sex couple. The company joins a growing list of brands using same-sex couples in promotional materials from Banana Republic to Target. When we come back from this break, we'll have your Desert View Hospital health tip.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. Today, there are several different prenatal tests that can determine whether or not a child will be born with a genetic problem like Down syndrome. Many of these tests are expensive and some are invasive. A new study evaluated whether providing detailed information about these tests and also providing the tests at no cost to women would affect the decision to undergo testing.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
For most pregnant women, it is exciting to learn they are expecting.
Super excited. Me and the dad are ecstatic.
What comes next is a lot of new information, including whether or not to undergo prenatal testing.
There are many prenatal tests out there that can help women understand whether they might be giving birth to a child with a genetic problem.
The important thing is to really understand what the test is and why you are having it.
Doctors Miriam Cooperman and Mary Norton from the University of California, San Francisco, and co-authors developed a computerized decision support guide containing detailed information about prenatal testing.
It contains information about Down syndrome and the other conditions for which testing is available.
More than 700 pregnant women were recruited from varying ethnic and socioeconomic backgrounds. Half viewed the computerized video.
Problems with chromosomes are one cause of birth defects.
And were then offered prenatal testing free of charge. The other half did not see the decision support guide and were not offered free tests.
The tests give more and more information, and for some women, more information is not necessarily what they want.
Women who had the opportunity to view the program were less likely to undergo diagnostic testing than women who did not have a study intervention. They better understood prenatal testing and its outcomes. They also were more likely to correctly estimate the chances that their baby would have Down syndrome or that an amniocentesis can cause a miscarriage.
It did help me figure out exactly what testing option I wanted to go with, and I felt better about it just because I knew exactly what I'm being tested for.
It's really important that women understand that is their choice to make and what the implications are of making a choice one way or the other.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
All the women participating in this study had not yet undergone any prenatal testing for chromosomal problems. Here's our third and final segment with Dave Petrie from Spring Mountain Motorsports.
The south end of the track, we finished our track. We put a new track in, which that track is a 2.1 mile course. That actually brings us up to 6.1 miles. So we actually have the longest track in America and actually the second longest track in the world right here. And with that, we have the expansion of the lake to introduce the jet lev and the paddle boarding.
Yeah, so tell everybody about that. What is a jet lift?
Well, the jet lift is a water jetpack, and it propels you about 30 feet up in the air. Mm-hmm. And it's something that the owner is already doing in California. And the point of putting the lake in here is for a universal training station. It's a unit that's made in Florida, and it's a fantastic experience to be able to fly and levitate over the water.
Is that available now?
It is available now. Yes, you can. We just have the billboard is put up. You can call the office and set up a training day, for whether it be 20 minutes or up to an hour. And the experience is something unbelievable experience.
And then the go-kart track, do you know when that's going to be?
We don't know exactly when it's going to open. Right now we're in the designing stages of the track layout itself, but we want to make it both for, again, the membership base, but also open to the public. And we've, even they just had the Nationals in Las Vegas, and that's something that instead of Las Vegas, we'd like to bring that here to Pahrump.
So you won't have to be a member for those different things that's going on there?
No, not at all. The membership base is, that's really the only part of the facility that is, being membership to be able to get on the track. But there are many other ways for people to get onto the road course here at Spring Mountain, whether it be through the schools, hooking up with one of the event companies, with Porsche Club or Ferrari, BMW clubs. But the go-kart track and the jet lev, no, that's just a case of setting up an appointment and coming in and having the experience.
And the Nye County District Attorney's Office has declined to file domestic battery charges on Vaughn Shepard, who is the principal of Floyd Elementary School. Shepard is still in jail for a parole and probation violation hold out of Colorado. Jefferson County, Colorado court records show he pleaded guilty to DUI charges in 2011 and 2013. The state has said that there is not enough evidence to charge Shepard at this time for the local case. They have 1 year to go forward if they decide to do so. Shepard was arrested at his Pahrump residence December 30th after his fiancee called police to report domestic battery. Shepard was hired by the school district in August from Colorado. Well, an Act of Kindness award was presented to Cowboy Ken.
Good evening, Pahrump. Rupper of Freedom Ranch. There's an individual we'd like to recognize tonight for his community service, what he's done during the Christmas holidays and through the year. Arranging rides and that for our underprivileged kids. And right now I'd just like to present an Act of Kindness award to Cowboy Ken. Oh my. Ken, there's a little short phrase on her, if you don't mind reading it.
Wow. Act of Kindness Award presented to Cowboy Ken for community service. Wow, I don't know what to say.
Well, you don't have to say nothing. Your actions for the community says enough. And you can do it all through the year, I understand.
Yes, I do.
I've never met you before, but I just want to say thank you for what you do for the community.
Well, thank you.
And remember, an act of kindness is never wasted on the bottom, and you do enough of that.
And congratulations to Ken. Let's join Courtney Salmon with Weekend Sports.
Weekend Sports is brought to you by Wolfenstein Construction. The Pahrump Valley High School girls basketball team lost a heartbreaker to Western High School on Thursday night. Pahrump trailed by 5 points at halftime and maintained that deficit the entire third quarter. In the fourth quarter, Pahrump battled back, outscoring Western 13-9, but it wasn't enough. They lost the game 43-42. The Pahrump Valley boys basketball team also lost a close game to Western High School on Thursday, losing 50-45. If the Trojans could have kept Western off the free throw line, they may have had a win. Western shot 28 free throws and made 22 of them. Almost half of the team's points came from their 78% accuracy from the line. Both teams are on the road as they travel to Faith Lutheran tomorrow and Mojave on Friday. Tomorrow, the Pahrump Valley wrestling team is looking to keep their undefeated conference record spotless as they face Faith Lutheran at Pahrump Valley High School tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Faith Lutheran is ranked third, and their single conference loss came against Spring Valley, who narrowly defeated Faith Lutheran 39-30. Pahrump faced Spring Valley, who is ranked number 2 in the conference, and defeated them fairly easily, 46-26. Pahrump is currently number 1 in the league. In the NFL, the AFC and NFC Championships games have been set. This Sunday, the NFC Championship game will be the Green Bay Packers against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle, and for the AFC, the championship will be the New England Patriots against the Indianapolis Colts in Foxborough. The winner of each game will face off at Super Bowl 49 in Arizona on February 2nd. This has been Weekend Sports. I'm Courtney Salmon with News 46.
Thank you so much, Courtney, for that report. Well, extending his record ride streak to 19 in a row during the Build Fort Tough Championship round of the Professional Bull Riding Chicago Invitational, Salvano Alves was the only man to go 3 for 3 on the weekend, capturing the win and more than $43,000. This puts the 3-time world champion in first place in world standings for 2015. Next weekend is Madison Square Garden in New York City on January 16th through the 18th. And you can view the PBR on CBS SN. After this break, we'll have your news across Nevada with Noah Beacon.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
The State of Nevada Department of Employment, Training and Rehabilitation has extended the deadline for long-term unemployed individuals in northern Nevada to apply for the Platform to Employment program, a nationally recognized program to help the long-term unemployed return to work. The program is accepting applications until January 23, 2015 from individuals who have been unemployed 27 or more weeks or have exhausted their unemployment benefits. Those who meet the criteria are encouraged to apply immediately as seating is limited. The course is free and is scheduled to begin in February. Those interested in the program can apply at the Platform to Employment website, which is platformtoemployment.com. The Nevada Department of Public Safety and Transportation report that the number of vehicle crashes and fatalities in Clark County declined 11% year over year. There were 179 crashes and 170 fatalities in 2014, or 20 fewer in each instance than the prior year. In addition, there were nearly 31% fewer alcohol-related crashes, 20% fewer motorcycle crashes, and 10% fewer bicycle-related crashes. Clark County issued a record number of film permits in 2014. The county issued 400 film permits in 2014 for movies, television shows, commercials, and other work taking place around the county, which includes the world-famous locations up and down the Strip and at the Welcome Sign. The increase in film permits is another sign of our improving economy and an indication that this industry is poised for even more growth here. The increase in the number of film permits coincides with the introduction of a state film tax credit. With year-to-date growth of 3.7% relative to 2013, Nevada's private sector job growth is growing faster than all other states, except North Dakota, which has a growth rate of 4.4%, and Colorado, which stands at 3.8% growth rate. When we consider the first 6 months of 2014, the latest available data, we see that Nevada is making its climb back to the top of the private sector employment ranking. This has been your news across Nevada. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
Thanks so much, Noah. State and federal officials are investigating the death of a contract worker in an accident at an underground gold mine in northeast Nevada. The Newmont Mining Corporation spokesperson confirmed that one employee was killed in the accident in a vent shaft at the Leeville mine north of Carlin Sunday afternoon. The worker was employed by Cementation Incorporated. She says the company is working with the U.S. Mine Safety and Health Administration and the Nevada Mine Inspector's Office to investigate the cause of the accident. The Twitter site of the military's U.S. Central Command was taken over today by hackers claiming to be working on behalf of the Islamic State militants. American and coalition fighters are launching airstrikes against ISIS in Iraq and Syria. The site was filled with threats that said, "American soldiers, we are coming, watch your back." Other postings appeared to list names and phone numbers of military personnel, as well as PowerPoint slides and maps. When we come back from this break, we'll have your weather.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Monday, January 12th. Well, today we had partly cloudy skies with a high of 57 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 58 degrees. Winds were coming from the southwest today at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 6 miles per hour. The UV index today was 1, which is low. Humidity was at 64% today. Sunrise was at 6:56 this morning, and the record high in 1986 was 71 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have partly cloudy skies with a low of 33 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 39 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast this evening at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 9 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 85%. Sunset was at 4:50 this evening, and the record low in 1963 was 14 degrees. Well, tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 58 degrees and a low of 31 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 60%. Sunrise will be at 6:55 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 3, which is low. For our 7-day forecast, it looks like we'll be having a mostly cloudy week. A mostly sunny week. We should be having some partly cloudy skies, though, on Friday and then again early next week. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the high 50s. Looks like those temperatures will be rising into the mid-60s around early next week. And then your low temperatures, you're looking at a similar pattern. Temperatures will be starting in the low 30s, and they'll be going up into the high 30s. So it looks like temperatures will be rising all around across these next 7 days.
Thanks so much, Noah. It looks like it might be warming up a little bit. The amateur radio license exams will be given on Saturday, January 17th at 1 p.m. at the Nye County Emergency Management, located at 1510 Seary Lane. From 8 a.m. until noon at the same location, there will be a study program for those who want an amateur radio license. For more information, you can call Dick Grady at 751-5242. That's 751-5242. There will be an audition of the Missoula Children's Theater production of Aladdin on Monday, January 19th at the Pahrump Valley High School Auditorium from 1 until 3 p.m. Students ages kindergarten through 12th grade are encouraged to come. There will also be 50 to 60 roles cast. Missoula Children's Theater will conduct rehearsals throughout the week from 3 until 7 p.m. each day, although not all students will rehearse every day. Aladdin will be presented to the public Saturday, January 24th at 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. at the Pahrump Valley High School Auditorium. For more information, you can call the Pahrump Arts Council at 751-6776. That's 751-6776. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46 from everyone up here at KPVM-TV and, of course, out there on our country radio station, KACE 95.9 on your dial. That's going to do it for this edition of News 46. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.